All right. Good morning once again. So this was the sites we have developed so far. We started with the headers, or let's say the navigation bar design, and then after that we have started developing the body section of our website. And that is what we can see here right now. Now, our attention will be shifted to the footer design. So let's see how we can conclude the footer design. Now remember, I told us that the web footer is the last section of your website. Footer are always at the bottom of your website. They are always at the bottom. And we have certain information that we are expected to design in our footer. Just a minute. Sorry. So like I was saying, we have standard information that we are to have in our footer. However, you can decide to be dynamic by probably customizing it with some other information. As we go, we will understand. So going back to our development environment, to define our footer syntax, we need to create another container at the bottom. Need to create another container at the bottom. So we'll quickly look for where the other one stop. That is the body section. So this is where the body section stop. Now, this is the container that is binding all the cards. If you can still remember, I hope you can hear me. Let's see if the network is breaking. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me, right? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So this is where this particular div is for the one that is holding all the cards. So we'll step outside and then we will type, let me just use a comment just to specify where the footer is starting from. So I can say footer section or footer design, start from here. Then after that, you create a container. So there is a tag which is actually dedicated for designing your web footer. So, and the tag is footer. So once you have opened it, you expand it because it's coming or functioning as a container. That is why I open it up so that I can create things inside. Now, I would like to class this particular footer as footer container. Don't forget the logic I have told us how we should be classing our object. We should try as much as possible to use a name that describes the function. What are you doing with that element? The class name should have a way of defining it. That is what I did now. For me to say footer container, it means I am saying that this is a container that will hold the entire footer section. Just like the way we created the other container that wraps all the cards inside. So this one is serving as that same purpose. So if we want to color the whole of the footer section differently from the body, it will be easier for us. So now your footer has sections. If you have gone through website footer, you see that there's a section that explains the company contact. There is a section that explains the company, probably, let's say, social media. There is a section that explains different things. So now that we have opened the first container, we will now create sections inside that same footer container. So to achieve that, we use a div also to create this section. We use div to create this section. Now, I am giving the div holding each of the section a unique class name, which is, so I will just say this div is for holding footer hyphen section. Footer hyphen section. Now, inside this div, what do I want to publish? I want to publish with H2 probably a title of that section. So I'll say, okay, this section is to briefly explain what we are about as a company. Because sometimes why this is important is that somebody must have scrolled down to the bottom section of your website, and probably somewhere at the top you have already explained yourself that you are into this, you are into that. But while the person is at the bottom of that site, we want to also briefly explain who we are. So it's a kind of designing strategy so that even when they are at the top, they are able to access the content that explain your services. Also, when they are at the bottom, they are also able to explain or to see your information. So that is what we are talking about here. All right, so now I will just say this section, the header, what describe it is what about us. That is, we are going to have them in, placed side by side. So the first section is to say something about us as an organization. Then I will use P tag to explain that. Now, if you know that you have used P tag, remember that we have used P tag before, but we reference that P tag according to, or we use the parent elements. That is the element we nested the P tag into. So the same way, I can decide not to class this particular word P tag because I will also use the parent element, which is footer hyphen section, to access it. So in that case, there's no need for me to class it. I hope you are getting all this logic. So this idea is like a way of reducing the number of items you are classing. So now I'll say something about, let's say, Digitazil Hub is a technological, or is a tech training what? PEM. We have trained over 6,000 students. So if I go to the front end now to check what I have achieved, so go to the front end and go to the footer section, you can see that our footer is coming out. And like I told us before, what we are targeting to achieve is simply what? A kind of, that first container is just like something like this. And then inside the footer container, we want to have section. And each of these section has a kind of a title that once you see it, you know what that section is all about. So the one we are currently developing is like this section where we just wrote about what? Us. Flourish, welcome. So in this section,
Good morning, sir.
welcome. So we have, so what we are developing now is this section. We have some item that will come like this. We'll have another section, maybe our social media, which will take us to the font awesome, where we'll be able to get those icons. Those social media icon we program somewhere here. Maybe we will have quick link. There is what we call quick link that can be at the footer. So the quick link might be some other link that are not in your navigation bar, which can actually take the user to some other important content within your website. And then you can have another plan here. So that is, I just want to give us the application user interface of what we are developing. So let's continue with the development. So go back there. So I've just created that. So the next item or content I still want to create in this about us. All right. So so I want to also so that is what I want on this. Now inside this I can add some link if I want, or I take them to the next section. I can take them to the next section, but I still want to add more to make it look more professional. You know, we're talking about the company. Since we are talking about the company, I feel that we should explain more. So I want to bring in our lists that will list some of the link that will take them to know about our vision, our mission, and if there's any other one. So for that reason, I will just bring in UL. I believe we all know what is UL. Now this is going to form another container, and the role of this container is to simply help me to nest some link there. So the first link, I'll say LI, and then anchor tag inside as usual. So let's say this link is going to take them to contact us page. So if we have created a contact us page, we will simply nest the file name contact.html. Now I will write the description contact us. So I also want to add another link here. So I will just copy this first one, Control C, and then come down here, paste. Now I would like this one to be because this is a brief about you, but there is a page which is called About Us, where you have said most things about yourself. So if you want them to go to that particular page, you will now put what? About dot. So there's a link you are also providing there that will take them to a page where you have said everything about yourself. So about us. So I'm also putting that. Then I also want to talk about our mission. Our mission. So I'll say, okay, mission. Now remember one thing I told us, if as at the time you are developing, you do not have idea of the page they will be redirected to, you can just put a hash there at the moment. So once you have that page, you substitute it. So let me say mission.this, and then I put it here as well. Then let me add vision. I just want to make sure that we have a lot of information in the footer section. So I put vision, and then also all right. So if I go back to the front end to just view what we have created, so you have all this in that footer section. So now let's look at another section. Now to create another section, all I am going to do is just to copy this section and paste it while I'm still inside the footer container. So I'll take the whole of this, then copy it, and then while you are still inside the footer container, you paste, and then the section, the section class still remain the same, so that in my CSS, I'll be able to communicate to all of them at once. All of them at once. But the title of that section will change. The title of that section will change. So I'm still going to edit. Let me just edit. So here I will change the title from About Us to Quick Link, like I just explained now. So I want some quick link. Right now, I do not want any description. I'm not explaining anything. So I'll create another container for holding the set of what quick link I want to publish there. So what I'm going to do here, if I have, I think this can also serve. Okay, let me try and use different link entirely since we have highlighted them. So quick link, I can still repeat the home here for them, so that while they are at the footer section, they don't have to scroll up to your navigation section before they can access, or probably the home. Now I need to change here also to home. So I want to also add services as part of the quick link. So all these pages you are referencing here must be pages where you have important information that you really want them to quickly navigate to. Then another one that I want here is I want a portfolio. Maybe within your website is a place where you have said something about yourself. I want portfolio, and then I will also modify here. Now, let's say the last one, I want to add a blog. Maybe you have a conversation page where people can drop comment and chat with you. So that is for that section. So if I go back to the front, and you see that everything, all of them are displaying block. But remember, with our CSS, we are going to make them to display what? Flex. I believe as I use the word flex, you understand what it means. So while you are still inside the footer container, I would copy again. So the next section is for follow us at, which is for your social media handles. So I'll change the title to what? Follow us. You can use different things. You can say reach us at. Then I'm also removing this. Not doing anything. So here we are going to bring in our Facebook link. So for now, let me put this. For now, let me put this. We are going to be going to Font Awesome to get the link, the icon, and then we will now substitute. So let's say this one is going to be for Facebook. For now, let me just put F. This is going to be for WhatsApp. Let me just put W. Probably this is going to be for maybe Instagram. I hope we are following. So let's say I put this Instagram. So let's say I'm just putting, okay, let's put YouTube. Let's say here will be YouTube. YouTube. All right, so if I check the front end, you see that we have 3 sections created. I hope that is clear. Before we look at the CSS, let me get a response if we are getting the layout, just for you to take note of the formats. I hope that is clear. Though,
yes, sir.
Though we are also expected to have a section, which is, I feel, it is very important. We have it, which is actually called copyright section. Copyright section is very important. I think I need to bring it in. Copyright section. So we paste again. Let's implement that. So here, this title we change to I do not need this. So probably I will just use my, so I will just use a statement like at. So when you say copy, so this will give you at, or maybe just do something like this. So let's say 2026, then followed by your company name, let's say Digital Z. Digital Zeal Hub. Digital Zeal Hub. So now, once you have done that, still have to probably put more information. I just say all rights. All rights reserved. Something like that. So you can have a section, and then you may not need all this link in that section. Don't need all this link in that section. So just this. Now we can now look at the styling. Let's see how we can present it properly. How can we present this properly? That will be the next. So remember the advice I gave to us. Anytime you want to style your code, always understand the structure, the HTML structure. The HTML structure. So what is the structure? We have the first container that is holding all the footer section. So I will start with that section. I'll start with that section. So I know we have already connected CSS to this. Let me go to the head section and see if we have connected. Yes, so we're still using the index dots. So in our CSS, we have the index dots. So what I'm going to do is to indicate that this is where I'm starting the CSS, the footer styling. I'll say footer styling. That's here. So the first thing I want to achieve, like I said, I want to talk to the first element, which is dots. Remember the advice I gave us, always come and copy to avoid error. Always come and copy. Let me see if I can get it easily. To be on the safer side so that you don't run into typographical errors. So come and copy. Then go back there and then put dots before you paste because it's a class element. All right, so the first thing I want to class there is the what? The maximum width. So I want to set maximum width because I want it to fit to the screen size. Maximum width, I can just use, let's say 1200 PS. Maximum width of that container. So if I go to the front end, so you can see that I've been able to set the maximum width. So by the time we have displayed everything in line, so you will not have to scroll left and right before you can see your footer section. That is the essence of that maximum width. So that this has already been calculated. So sometimes you can also put 100%. That should use the entire page width. Now you put margin. We put margin because we discovered that the items are too attached to, or some of them are hidden. So we just say margin of 0 and or 2. I believe you still understand when we say margin 0 because we have 4 margin. So when you say 0, it means you are saying that one of the side will not have margin. So you can see that the margin we actually give auto is this section, and you can see that all these things that we were hiding before, they are now out because of that margin that we just applied. So we are still talking to that container. Display. We want from the last class, I believe you understand when I say display flex, because currently this section, this quick link section is displaying under the about us section. The follow us is displaying under quick link section. But what we actually want to achieve, this quick link should display by the side, the follow display by the side, and then the last one. So at the end of the day, everything will be display what? On the same line. So that is why we want to bring display. And remember that the display, we are talking to the main container, that all the thing, the major container inside you should what? Display side by side. That is the display what? Flex. So I'll select flex. So by the time we go back to the page, you see that what? We're supposed to have gotten everything what? Display side by side. But let me check if there is anything. But let me still add this one. Coming, we'll debug it out. Let's say I do flex wrap and I say wrap just to see if that will give us what we are looking for. So it has not really make any impact. So let's check, let me check why this is not reflecting. So let me use another option that we can use, display block. Let me see, want to know if let me run the code again. Expected it to have worked. Display plus. coming. I want to know why it's not flexing. Okay, so let me let me code this first. I'm suspecting something, but let me see how we are going to solve it out. So let's say I have displayed them and I want to distribute them evenly. I'll say display content, space between. Space between. Now, I want to talk to the next element to see why. I want to see the reaction on the next element. So the next element will be this, which is this. So I want to talk to this first before I know what could be the cause. I am suspecting the width, but I want to see something first. So now, remember that this will affect all the sections. So now let me quickly determine the width of this and see whether the width of those sections, where we put 1,200, and we want to flex, there's possibility of there's no space based on the width of each of these sections. That is why I say I want to try within the section and see if that could be the reason why it's not flexing. So now I'll put just if I use 30%, let me use 30% first. So if I go there, so I'm still wondering, I hope our layout is correct. Let me go back to the layout because that is where the problem might come from. That flex ought to have worked. Let's check our layout. We started from a container, and then this is the first section. Then the second section starts here. This is where it ends. The third section starts here. The third section starts here. And then the one we created last starts here. And then this is the I'm trying to calculate something now. So this is the footer. This, I want to check something. Let me see. Because once your layout is wrong, that flex does not work. It shows that the layout, something is wrong with the layout. So I want to debug just with two first. I want to check something. This. So if I have this, let's say I have, okay, let me try. I have a div. Okay. We're talking to this, and these are the elements we want to display flex. Just feel the structure is right. Okay. This is another element still inside that container. Let me be sure of what. Control X. Come in. Just trying to debug something first. Let me take this one. Here is the closing of this div. Closing of the div comes here. Right, then let me paste the one so you can see it. So our layout was wrong. There's a place where we missed the layout, so we did not nest those items properly. So at least with this, we have been able to rectify it now. We have everything displayed side by side. Let me check if what I pasted now in order. So I think with this, yeah. So now we can proceed. So that is a lesson for us. When your layout is wrong, there's possibility of most of these things not working. So if I go back to my index, I've spoken to this, and I say everything each column or section should be 30%. So if you have like 5 sections, you may have to reduce it to 25 so that you can accommodate. So depending on the numbers of section that you have, that will determine the width of each section. So I want to add some margin to the section, margin of 10, which is going to be a kind of general margin. So let me check. Okay, so you can see that margin. It's just like you don't want it to be too close to the element beside, the element before it, the element after it, the element at the bottom, and the element by the right. That is what we achieved with that. So we are still having issue as far as I know. This follow us supposed to come behind this. So we are still going to the structure and make sure that we arrange it. You know, I just pasted everything. So what I'm going to do now is let me go to that follow us. Follow us. So I'll take this Control S. Think I have to clear. This is where the mix up started. Quick link. Quick link is good. About us is good. It's just from follow up. So let me. But we are still having that structural issue. Have my way. I will just recode it. Let me see if we can solve it sharp. UL for quick link. Okay, this quick link. I think this is good now. Then let me paste this one as follow us. Pasted in the rock list. So that should come under this. Okay, so finally, so the structure I think is good now. It's like I've deleted one, but let's just go with these 3. Let's make sure that we get the structure right. Let me remove some of this space so that okay. So I think now let's go back to our CSS. Now we want to talk to the section headers, which are this. We want to talk to the section header. That is the one you created with H2 under each of the section, the H2. So we want to give them unique style. So using the class name, I can say section, let me just say section headers styling. Sorry.
I think your network is bad.
Yes, I was out before. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Check if you can hear me. Check if you
Yes,
can.
it's back now.
I was out before.
Yes.
Okay, so like I said, we want to style the footer's what heading, those section, and remember the class name. The class name. So I will just use the parents because we did not give them class, like I was explaining. So I'm going to use the parent to access them. So I will say the headers I'm talking to, they are inside a container with the class name what footer hyphen section, and then I'll just call the direct tag name, which is H2. So this is how I'm using the parent element to access them. Now the property here, I will just enhance their fonts. Let's say the font size. Let's assume I'm using TeamPS. Then I want to create some margin. I want little space between that, but I don't want the margin to be on our side. So I will just say margin bottom, margin bottom, margin bottom. Let me just give 10 PS. So let's check what we are saying. So you can see that there is now space between the headers and the direct content under them. So that gives room for the users to concentrate. Now, the next thing we want to style, we want to change the color of the text. We can as well also do that. I want to change the color. Let's say I want to change the color to something like white. That is up to you. So I think white is better. I prefer white. If I also want to add some style, let's say font style, maybe italic, I can also do that, provided if it's going to give you the best user friendly. Now let's go to, so you can do more with those font basic feature or property. Now let's talk to the link themselves. The link, all this link, we want to also style them. So we can say section links styling, section link styling. So here I'm using the same parent element and then reference the li, that is we are talking to the direct element in before we talk to the a, which is the link text themselves. So it's the container that is wrapping them that you are speaking to at this moment. So what do I want here? I just want to create the same margin bottom, and I want to give it 10 PS as well. So I would go and check the impact of that. Good. The impact, you can see that all the containers, the li, they now have space. They now have space. You can see that the space is more user friendly. So now, now I want to talk to the link themselves. So I have to also reference there with the parent element. So I would say, this, and then I will say this. So which means that I'm talking to the what? To the A inside. So you can as well do it like this, Li, and say what? A. So this can also what? Work. So in other words, you are talking to the anchor tag inside the Li, and the Li is inside a container with a class name footer hyphen section. So it's either you go this way or you go the other way. So let's see how this one plays out. So color, I can just say, I think I would have preferred white also, but let's see if the combination is not good. You can always change it. I believe white is better. Now, the next one is, I want to turn off all this text decoration. I don't need them. So I will say text decoration. I will say none. Text decoration, I will say none. Then if I go back, you see that you have removed all the text decoration. That is making your website look more presentable. So the next one is, I want to talk to, is there any footer that is there any, let me see if we have spoken to all the, elements from our structure. Yes, I think we have, yes, we have spoken to all the elements. So now it's just to make it responsive. We want it to be responsive. What we are saying is that if we start reducing, we want this to collapse under, this to be under, not to, this is laptop view. So to make it responsive is the last part of this CSS. So I will just add here to make the footer responsive. To make the footer responsive, we'll consult our media query. That is what? At media, and then define the maximum width and the device size you are targeting. So I will say the device size is 768 ES. And then which of the elements are you targeting? You create your calling bracket. So the elements that we want to implement responsiveness are the footer section, each of the section. So how do we communicate that? We remember this is the class for all the footer section. So you now also declare your CSS block, and then you specify the width. So the width on this device size, the width should be, I can say 50%. I can say 50%. Try 50%. If it doesn't work, go to 100%. So let's go back there and try to reduce and see whether they will collapse. So 50%. So it's not collapsing yet. So let me see if I put 100% and see if it will collapse. So let's put 100%. So let's reduce again. We have not gotten it. So let me just define the next one and see at media screen. Maximum width. Maximum width, let's say it should be, let's use something less than the first one, which is 400 PS. And then which of the elements we are referencing. So the element are we referencing? We are referencing the same footer section. And then let's say width 100%. Error, what is expected. So let's check. I don't know why this media query is not. This was the same issue we had the other time. So we're supposed to have, so what we are trying to achieve here, that's why I wanted you to try your own from there, is that as we are reducing it now, this is supposed to have gone down. But let me check it from normal inspection. Let me see. It's not still responsive. Let me try and check why this media query is not. We're supposed to have collapse. I'm suspecting the browser because the code is correct. So what you would do, just like, please, I don't want to waste time because we are correct with the code. So what you will do is that, Adibin, you have done your assignment. So just try and do the assignment and give us feedback. Let's see whether you are getting the same issue. I guess it's my browser. We're supposed to have collapse. We have. So this is the right syntax for media query. So now I just want to quickly show us how we can get the font awesome. But I think I've used my email, but let me try. If I succeed, fine. If I do not succeed, then I will allow you to share your screen. Then I use your email to show you how to get the font awesome. I hope we are still together. Are you still hearing me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now I don't want all these. I don't want all this Facebook icon. Sorry, Facebook letter. I want their icon. And there is a library where someone or some group of people have taken the hustle of working up, designing icon during development. So all we need to do is to tap into that library. We have the basic ones, the one you can use free. Then we have the ones you can pay for. So just to take us through how to access it. Now, to access it, you have to visit a website called Font Awesome. So once you go to your browser and type Font Awesome, you should be able to see it here. Just search, and then you click, and then it take you to this. So this is the website. So you click on it. So once you click on it, So it will bring you here. So from here, you are to register with your email. You are to register with your email. So let's see if it's still loading. Now you click on Start, then it will ask you enter your email to start or to get started with free kits. There is a kit that we need from them. There is a line of code that we must add to the page where you want to use those icons. And for us to get that code, that is what they are referring as what? Kit. So we have to type your email address here. So let me try and see if I have this email address. I'm very sure that I have used this, but let me see, try. You agree with the terms, and then you say what email has already been taken. Let me try and see if I can use any other email that I've not used. You have to give me some time. Let me see. Yeah, which email will I use now? And I've used almost all my email to explain this. Okay. Mr. Ian, you are joining with your laptop, have you? Let me see if you can share your screen so I will use your, since you have not registered before. You are joining with your laptop, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Flourish, you want to say something?
Is it a must that you use a new email after you have used the email before? You cannot use it again.
You cannot, it's only once they will give you that free access.
Okay. That means each time you want to enter it, you look for new email.
Yes, the free one, they give you access once because you are not buying. That is their rule. That's why you can see that it's telling you that you have used it. So you cannot have access twice as a free user.
But assuming you wanted to buy now, you can still use this email.
No, it's only once you will use it to buy.
Even in buying.
Yes, it's one email per user. I'm trying to look at which one did that. Which email did I even use? Okay, Mr. Ian, you know what you do? Share your screen. Let me use your screen to just explain this to us so that we don't waste time because I know if I will start searching for the email I'm not using.
No.
Share your screen, please. Are you sharing?
Yes.
Okay, so just type that font awesome. click on it. Make sure that you are taking note of the steps. Then select the URL. Yes, click on that one. Okay, now click on that start. Click on start so that you can have access to that interface. Enter that email and hope you can open the email on your system because they will send a code, a link that will continue from. So let it be an
So
email
this is
let it be on the let it be the email that you have the password on your system. Just click on accept. Accept. There's a message you have to select there. I don't know if you have seen it.
yeah. You also want to check the email that is logged in on the
Okay. Okay.
browser.
Okay. You cannot log in with your email.
Trying to log in, it's asking for change of password. I don't know why.
Okay. Your system, is it connected to your WhatsApp?
Yes. No, no, no.
I would have said maybe once you receive it on your phone, you forward it to your WhatsApp, then from here collect the link.
Is he asking for new password? I don't fucking know why this is happening.
You have been able to log in now.
Yes. I use another browser. That browser that's misbehaving.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So I should put the email here.
Yes, yes, yes. Then click on the I agree. There's a message at the bottom you click on. Yes. Then here's the list starts for free. All right. Now, as you can see, they've sent, go back to the email. There's a confirmation email. Then click on it. And then go down. Let's see the link. Yeah. Click on finish. No. Click on finish setting up your account. Yes. All right. Now you put your password. Write this information down because I remember my password. I will have just log in and then get the icon. So whatever password you are using here, write it down so that next time, even on another system, you just log in instead of setting up another one. And you can save the password since it's your system. Now go down. Let's see. The next one is to give your biodata. So what is your name? Just give them your name. Then how. So let's go down. Let's scroll down. Make sure you are taking notes of the pros in case you want to do it next time. So your first use, just this one is optional, but just pick something there. Under that unknown, pick something there. Choose the first year you are using this. You can pick last year or this year. Just want to know when you started using it. Now this one, you can leave this one for now because you don't know the icon you are looking for. So you click on all set. Let's go. All right, now your kits. They have given you your kits. Scroll down. Let's see. Scroll down. Let me see what you have there. We'll still go up. Just got to see everything. Oh yeah, go up. Now you see that place where they wrote create your first kit. So click on it. Now, from here, scroll up. I want to see whether this kit is there already. Down, yes, scroll down. I want to check. Scroll down. Okay, go up. Go up. Go up. Now you can see that all these kits, hold on, all these kits still go up a little. All these kits, they are for free. You can see the section that say free and pro. So select one of them here. Click on under what you have, that freestyle. Select the first one. These are the free, yes, one of them. So click, then select next. Click on next. Now we have upgrade, whatever. Go up. I want to see if you have. Go up again. I want to go up, not down. Go up. So let's see, choose from here. Click on the first one. Yes, click. And then next. You're looking for how to get this. So my awesome free kit. Now scroll down. Now click on make my kit. Click on make my kit. There is an option here I'm seeing. Yes, click. All right, now scroll down. Perfect. Hold on. Go up again. Good. You see this line of code where you have classic way to use font. You see this code. You are going to paste it somewhere, save it somewhere. So I can find my own now and I have my login detail. I will just copy this. Any page, any website page, maybe your home page, your About Us page, where you intend to use this icon, you have to paste it. So copy it. Let's go to your site. Open that your site. Copy it and open that your site.
Chris, here, the Visual Studio.
Yes. Go to the HTML section. The HTML code. Now go to the head. That place you pasted CSS link. CSS linking link. Under it, yes. So that is where, just paste it under it. Paste it anywhere here. Good. You see where you paste it now. It means that you will be able to use any icon from that website only on this page. So if you have created a About Us page, service page, any page where you want to use their icon, you add this line of code. Did you understand it?
Yes, sir. So
Good.
can I send you the code so you can use it now?
If you send me the code, yes, send it. But if you send it to me now, if you send me the code, that means you will also be sending me the other one. Don't worry, send it to me. But I would have loved we should just complete it there because, okay, if you send me the code, that means you will still be sending me the one for icons. So let's just, I will not mix up everything. Let's just finish it up. So we have saved this one. Like I said, save it somewhere else. Maybe create notes or in MS Word, save it somewhere else that you can always bring it from in every project that you want to use this going forward. So let's go back there. Since we have added their server link, let's go back to the website and go and get icon. Now, once we have added this link, the next thing is to start getting the icon. Want to get Facebook icon, want to get WhatsApp icon. Now, we will now proceed. Now, go up. Now, you click on icon. You can see icon here. Click on icon. Now that you have added their CDN. Click on icon. Now, type the type of icon. Type like Facebook here. Let's say we want to get Facebook icon. And then search. Click. And then you also get free ones. So you can see all these ones that does not have that pro written at the top. They are free. So let's take from the first one. Let's take the first Facebook icon. Click on it. Once you click, you will get the code. You see this short code. You click on it to copy it. Yes, this code. Just click on it to copy. Just click. Now you have copied it. Then you now go to your website. No, go to your website now. go to your website. So let's say let's assume that you have created the footer. Good, you even have it here now. That place we put subscribe. That we type Facebook. Go down. I can see where we created subscribe. Can you see Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram? Where in your go to that section. Let's implement it there. That is even the right place. Your cursor is not moving. After button, there is a place where you put social media link. Are you not seeing it?
Yeah, here.
Go there, yes. Now, that Facebook, we are going to remove it. Now, look at what you are going to remove. You are going to, good, you paste it there. Good, because it's going to take the users to your website. Now, open your Facebook. Open your Facebook on the internet. Let me show you how you can connect it, because we are using this icon. Okay, don't have Facebook?
No.
Okay, so, but I will still show you. Now, just go and open Facebook website. Just say facebook.com. Let's just say that is your page so that you understand, because you are going to do this for your clients. They will have set up their Facebook page. So it's not just adding the icon. Open a new tab now for that. Leave this one. We're still coming here. Don't close this one. Now, they must have created their Facebook page, their WhatsApp, their YouTube, whatever page. Then you will not ask for the link, just like the way I want to show you now. And then once they send it to you, I'll tell you where to plug in. Now, just click. Let's assume that you have logged into your Facebook like this. But this is Facebook now. Okay, you don't know that you have Facebook. Now,
not mine.
Okay,
not mine.
Okay, so let's just use this person. Now, click on the profile picture. That place you have Excel Jonathan. Click on the profile. This is how you get the link if you are connecting for a client. Now, once you click on the profile picture, any URL you have at the top of the browser, you copy it. That place, good. Yes, copy it. Copy everything you have there. So this is how you link any page. If it is YouTube, once they have login, you copy the URL. Now, let's go to our website back. Let us go back to our Visual Studio Code. Now, that place that you put hash, because that time you do not know the page you are going to link into, go and paste it there. Remove the hash and paste it there. So which means that when they click on the Facebook icon you just added, it will take them to this page. So let's go to the front end and go and check whether the icon, where open this page on the browser. Let's click and see whether it will take us to that person's Facebook page. So let's confirm whether the Facebook icon is there. So scroll to this side, you can see the Facebook icon is there now, right? Look at it, it's there. Now click on it now. Let's see whether it will open that person's page. Perfect. So this is how you connect. This is how you connect. Now, the advice I want to give to us here, please do not use their personal Facebook to do this if it is a company. Because what we are saying is that we are giving somebody direct access to their privacy. So mandate them to create a separate account for the business. Mandate them to create a separate account for the business.
Like a business,
yes,
a business account.
Yes, they should not use their personal one, no, please. If not, you are just exposing them to hackers. You tell them that it should be different Facebook account where they don't want to make it private because they want people to go there and be seeing the product they are posting. So once they have set it up, that is the one you get this link like this from. Now, let's go back there to do something. Let's go back there. I want you to refresh, to go back to the website and open it again. There are some few things I want to show us before we and run it again. Open it again. I want to show us something. To make sure that you watch the video and be able to apply it, because almost every website you are going to be using this for also. Because if you download the Facebook picture from the internet, it's not going to be sized the way it is, and you may not be able to change the color. Open it on the browser again. That's what I'm asking for. Open this. I want to see the front end. This one, except you go back, I don't want to see the Facebook page. you go back, let's go and open it again. Go and open that your website again so that you will not go to this person's Facebook page. Yes. Good. Now, this Facebook icon you are seeing there, you are seeing it because, don't close it now. I want to be seeing what I'm explaining. This Facebook icon you are seeing here, you are seeing it because you are connected to the internet. Because that link that you added, you can only use it to access icon from their server when you are on the internet. So if you are not on the internet, it will not show. So in case you do it and you are offline and you are looking for it, so it's only when the website is on the internet. It's only when the website is on the internet that you can see it. Now, you can see that it appears very small, right? It's small.
Yes.
Now, if you
Yeah.
want to increase it, that is another thing you must learn. How do we increase it? Let's go to the Visual Studio Code. Let me show us how you can increase it and how you can even change the color. Now, go to that link that we pasted. Just scroll. Let's see the section of the not up, the one that generated the icon. Just good. Where you have FA brand. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. I want to see everything. Now, hold on here. Now, what you are going to do here, the FA-brand is the base class name that the website is using to style that icon. So we are not going to tamper with it. Now, before that FA-Facebook, you type before. Look at what I'm saying so that you know what I'm talking about. The first FA is brand. Before FA-Facebook, that is where I am now. So just make sure that you are within that place. Before the F of that FA, click there. Like that is not where you are now. Before the F, click there. Good. Now type FA again. Type FA. Type FA. Not in capital letter. FA. Type FA. Then hyphen. 2S. 2S. Now space. Now what we have said is that FA-Facebook, which is that icon, should multiply itself by 2. Should give you times 2 of the current size over there. So let's go back to the front end and check whether the size has increased. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Good. That is how you can increase it. You must take note of that. If you want it to increase by 3, what will you do?
You put times 2. Times 3.
Good. So that is the logic. Now let's change the color so that you see the advantage of using this instead of using Facebook icon, because you can as well go to sorry. Sorry about that. So you can as well go to Facebook now and go and download image of that Facebook icon. Then you now use image tag to call it. Now you will not be able to do, you can restrict the size, but whatever the color. Let's go back to the front end. Let me show us why we need to know how to change the color. Let's go back to the front end. Let us go back to the front end. Now you can see that Facebook icon is hidden somehow. It's not bright. Right? Somebody cannot easily see it. So if we give it white, it will come out better. So let's go see how we can change the color. Let's go back to the coding page. So from here, the class we are going to use to change that icon, we are going to we can do it inline, sharp. You can do it inline. I know if you are doing it inline, now go to after the Facebook double quote, click there and space. No, that is not where it should be. Before that angle bracket, you should know. As I say inline, I expected you to know what to do. Now space and type style. Space and type style, and then say color, let's say white. Color, let us say white. Color, let's say white. Color, white.
It's not bringing the
Click
color
on color. Click on color. You have not selected it. Click on color up now. Press enter. Let it complete the syntax. How will you bring color when you have not called the property? Then you put the color you want. So let's go back there and check. Let's go to the front end and check if we have the color now. So perfect. So you can see these are scenarios where you can quickly use inline. If you don't want to use inline, it means you copy that class to your customized CSS. You now begin to do all those things. For me, I prefer doing them inline. But if they are much, but I don't think you have more than one Facebook icon. So if you want to, let's get one more. WhatsApp. This one you are going to do it now. I'm watching you. Go to that same font unsub page. Look for WhatsApp icon. Paste it there. Increase the size. So this was classwork I'm watching. You just go back now. Is this where you started from? Mm-hmm. So any icon, once you have the name, if it's user icon, if it's password icon, once you type it to bring it. Search. Okay. Mm-hmm. Don't want to say anything. I want to just be watching. Flourish, hope you are still here. I think you have done it before.
Yes, sir. But I learned about the color and the size today.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, so color and size is there already. All right. Let's just go there. Mhm. Mhm. Perfect. Then your WhatsApp, the WhatsApp, you go and get the WhatsApp link. Everybody can copy their WhatsApp link for you. So you can tell the person to give you the WhatsApp link, you add it. You
Yeah.
understand now? The way you added that Facebook now.
Yeah.
Good. So that is how you link anything called social media, being it Instagram. You tell the company to give you to create a separate page or pages for just for the company, the one that the user do not need to enter with password, so that you can add direct URL. Okay, so this is where we stop. The
Yeah,
next,
I
okay,
I
I
have
have
a
question.
question.
Okay.
Yeah. This footer design, is this still the same place you can create live chat?
Yes, live chat is not the same way you are going to do it. Live chat, you register with live chat. There is a free platform, you register, they will give you a code. Then you just copy the code and paste it here. That is all.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if you are not able, remind me in the next class. I'll do it for you. It's not difficult.
All right.
Not difficult. You just want to go and register with live chat as a company. Then they'll give you
Yes.
a code. You just copy it and paste it here.
All right.
All right. So make sure that you do the 2 assignments. Remember, you say you are going to do all of them. If I don't
Yeah,
get the reports before next class, the class will not hold you.
you get it by Monday. You get it by Monday.
Okay. All right.
All right, sir.
So remember to join this evening section
All
for the
right, sir.
data
Thanks.
analysis. Flourish.